Welcome back, traders, to our latest installment of Nasdaq100 weekly highs, weekly lows, technical analysis. I hope your trades have been going really well for this week, right? I hope you've been able to see some opportunities and obviously make all of those amazing pips and points that we all love. And obviously we want to gain as many of them as possible, right? Obviously that translates into dollars, pounds, yens, rands, you name your currency, that's what it translates into. So welcome back, guys. We are going to pick up from where we left off in regards to the preparation that we did over the weekend. So Sunday's video, where we looked at the possibility of the NAS behavior, what it could or could not do as we move forward throughout the week. So with that said, and if you're new to this channel and you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. Right now, the cool thing about that is I read these videos pretty much every day, right? So it alternates between the Nasdaq100 and gold, right? So depending on which asset you're interested in, if you hit those buttons, as soon as I release a video, you will definitely get a notification. And what you could do is pop over, take a quick look to see if there's any value in what it is that I'll be discussing at that time. Okay, so with that said and done, we're going to move on with the analysis for today, Tuesday. Right now, a couple things have taken place so far. So right now, as it looks like market has gone into a channel and it has tapped into the FEG, right? So it's tapped into this one over here. This was the low of the Friday, and as we can see, price has tapped in at this level, and we actually had the close underneath it at this level right here. So I'm going to get rid of this level that we have right here. Just get rid of that for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these moves, because I believe when I did the video, I talked about it either coming down to this FEG zone over here or possibly shooting upwards. But as it stands, we do have a channel right now. So what I kind of thought was going to happen has started to take place. And we've had a close above the weekly high, which was, if I can just get this in, let's expand it back again, which was set for us at 21173.9. so that is the Friday high that was set. Let me just bring this down just a little bit, right, to about here. Let me re-quote that number again, right, just to make it as precise as possible. So that was 21170.0. so this is where the weekly high that was set on Friday was at, and then we have price kind of close above it, right? So we did like a serious close above it, and then it's flown all the way down where it tapped into the FEG, okay, and then it's shot back up again. It's come back into the FEG not too long ago, and now it's up here now, right? So this is what price is. So we're going to move this weekly high back a bit, okay? We're just going to move this label, put it over here, and then we're going to expand this channel. So this is how this channel is looking right now, a descending flag, okay, which has a higher probability of pushing to the upside, but it's not guaranteed it will push to the upside, okay? So one of the things that we want to keep an eye on, okay, because two things could be going on here right now, which is either this could be the weekly high for this week and we're looking for a new low. This is where all of these FEGs come in handy, okay? So the question is, how low is price gonna go before it decides to continue on its journey to the upside, right? Or price is just gonna break down, because this trend has a high probability of doing one thing, but in some cases it just blasts all the way down, right? So these are the things that we're looking for, and I'm going to put in a couple areas of interest as to what it is we want to be really mindful of, so that if we see these moves appear, we can adjust ourselves accordingly if we need to adjust. All right, So the first thing that we want to be keeping an eye on, whether you're in the market or not, okay, is you want to track the daily lows moving forward. You want to track the daily lows and the daily highs of every single day as market moves until we get a close below above this level right here. So this level right here, which is currently the high of this week, right? So that could change. We want to see a close above that if we're going to continue to believe that price is going to push upwards. It's really important that we get this close above, okay? If price closes below this FVG and taps into this one, okay, then we also want to be mindful as to how it behaves also. So are we going to jump into that situation, or are we just going to wait, right? Now, in my opinion, if I was doing this and seeing how market was behaving, I wouldn't be in a hurry to jump in, right? What I would want to do is I want one of these rules to be fulfilled. So if, say for example, today being Tuesday, today ends up being the low of the week, or possibly tomorrow, just because of the day of the week that we're in, I try to keep an eye as to where market is on specific days as we move forward, right? So let's just say for now, this ends up being the low of the week for this week, right? Because it's tapped into the FEG, it's moving away. Let's look at the candle, how the candle looks that has moved away from the FEG. It's a parabolic bullish candle to the upside, okay? I would want this zone here taken out. And the zone in question, I'm just gonna target just the wicks at the top. Right, so the zone in question, but we're just going to look at the high side of that zone, and we want a clean close above this zone, by the way, an absolute clean close above it. So we don't want wicks in, we want to see it close. So that basically means for you is you're going to have to wait for the full hour to be done. You can't jump in early, right? I don't think that would be a good idea. And in me saying that, I'm not actually giving you financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, right? Everything you do is on you. All I'm telling you now is the best recommendation to get in as safe as possible. But regardless of how safe I try to explain how to get in, there is always going to be that element of risk. Market's still going to do whatever it wants to do, okay? And when it comes to risk, we have another situation as well, which will be coming in tomorrow, right? So we want to be mindful of that. So for that, I'm just going to jump into Forex Factory. Okay, so as we can see, tomorrow we have a whole bunch of news. CPI coming in at 130. So this could definitely mess up the party tomorrow, right? Or not mess up the party tomorrow per se. What I should actually say is it could actually help let us know the direction that market intends to move in, right? So from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday, we're going to be having news. So there's going to be a busy market from tomorrow onwards in regards to data. And also another thing as well is that this thing that you're looking here, the data that I've just read out to you now is actually in relation to gold, right? Because if you go to the side of Forex Factory, you have the respected data that you should be looking at. So up here is energy, this is crypto, so that's basically air, right? Even though there is money to be made from it, it's basically air, it's nothing. And here is Forex Factory. So we're just going to go into the Forex Factory. It's giving us an ad, verifying some random whatever. Okay, let's go into that. Let's apply some filters. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's get rid, only keep that. Apply. Okay, so the data is more or less the same, right? So the data is more or less the same. So this is all in relation to NAS. So this is really what we should be looking at, okay? As just normally, because obviously I'm trading gold, I'm spending more time looking at the gold side of the data instead of the indices or currency, for example. So all of this is all in reference to what is coming out tomorrow. So we're going to have a really busy day tomorrow in regards to, no, we're going to have a busy rest of the week up until Friday. So these are all the data that's coming out. You want to be mindful. And also, we also know that from today onwards, either one or two things has happened. Either we're waiting for either the low has been set, which is what I talked about for Tuesday, right? Or the low needs to be set, which means the high of that week would be on the day that I mentioned, which is, let's just go back to the previous chart, which will be on the Monday. So either this is the high of the week, the Monday, which is this level right here, or a new low. So it's either this is the high of the week, sorry. So it's either this is the high of the week, right? Or a new high is about to be set. And the low that we have today, Tuesday, this level right here, is in fact the low of the week. So this shape that we're looking at is going to fulfill itself and it's going to blast up to the upside. We already have the tap in the FVG. It's going to do all the stuff that it's supposed to do, and we're just going to ride the wave. In my opinion, the safest way to get in essentially is you want this level here taken out. You get that level taken out, you're good. So the low that I'm talking about is this one right here, and that was set for us today at 6 o'clock. So we're looking at 20972.1, right? So these are the things that we're looking at to help us kind of figure out what we need to do and how we need to do it. So right about now, you should be seeing two videos. One of them is going to be on backtesting. There's 21 videos in there. I believe there's useful information, especially if you're new to trading, you're trying to find your way, etc. Kind of help you figure things out. And then you will see the next thumbnail. That will be for the previous video to this one. So whilst I leave you to go and check out those thumbs, I will see you on the next one.